so that we'll start a small assessment that what is your spiritual score. Fantastic. So all are interested to know your spiritual score? Yes. So this is your assessment. Wait, I'll show it fully. So let's do the spiritual assessment. All of you take a pen and paper. Don't write the questions, but write the answers. Okay? See, I will ask one question. When you are following it, or when you are doing it 100%, then give 5 score. That is strongly you agree. You are not at all doing. That means give 1 mark. If you are in the neutral, give 3 marks. Okay? So it is from 1 to 5 you have to give marks. Okay? If you are doing it, or if you are following it, or your inner state is like that, give 5. If it is not there, give 3, 2, 1. So this is the scores you have to give for the questions. And don't try to get more scores. This is not for that. This is to find really where you are. All of you? The first question. I regularly take time to reflect on my thoughts and my emotions. Leave this 10 days. Leave this 10 days. Before this 10 days, do you reflect? Do you do introspection or think about your thoughts and emotions? Do you take time to reflect on all this about yourself, self-analysis? If you are doing, give 5 marks. Sometimes you do, give 3 marks. You do very rarely, you give 1 mark. And go to the next question. I have a clear understanding of my values and beliefs. Do you have some values? Do you follow some value in your life? Then give 5 marks. If you do, sometimes you follow values, sometimes you don't follow values, then give 3 marks. You have some values, but you are not at all following, give 1 mark. Third question, I am aware of my strength and weakness. You know what is your strength, you know what is your weakness. All the time, you know this is my weakness, this is my strength. If you are in that condition, you know what is your weakness. Like someone asks what is your minus, immediately you are able to tell it. If they ask about your strength, immediately you can tell it. That much conscious you are, put 5 marks. Sometimes you get, or sometimes you don't understand yourself, what is strength and what is weakness. Put 3 or 2. Go to the mindfulness and presence. I practice being present in movement during day activity. This is conscious doing. Mindfulness means conscious doing. If you are very conscious, you know how you move your body, put 5 marks. If you are not conscious, put 1 mark. Sometimes you be conscious, other time you miss your consciousness, put 3 marks. I can focus my attention on one task without getting easily distracted. This is the distraction level. You take one book to read, but you are unable to read. You do one activity, start one activity, deviation, distraction, put 1 mark. If you are not at all distracted, just you finish each and every work completely with awareness, put 5 marks. I incorporate mindfulness practice, meditation, breathing into my regular routine. Is meditation your regular routine? Then put 5 marks. If it is not your regular routine, sometimes I do meditation, sometimes if I go to temple I do meditation, sometimes if I attended some programs I do meditation. I don't have that habit of self-meditating, then put only 1 mark. If you are doing meditation by yourself daily, put 5 marks. Can I go to the next slide, all of you? Yes. Now coming to the emotional well-being. I feel comfortable expressing my emotions. You are a person who is keeping the emotions within you, not expressing to others, put 1 mark. You can express your emotions in a decent manner. It may be anger, it may be any emotion with that social discipline you can express, put 5 marks. In between, if you are, put 3 or 2. I can manage my emotions effectively even in the challenging situations. If you are like that person, put 5. No, if any emotional difficulties come, I will burn out. I will shout. I don't know how to manage it, put 1 mark. If you are in between, put 3 or 2. I often practice gratitude for positive aspects of my life. Always, if you can feel gratitude, thankful for your people around you, put 5. Sometimes only, sir, I feel gratitude. I feel only irritated seeing all these people, then put 1 mark. Spiritual practice. I engage in regular spiritual practice like meditation, prayer, reading books, put 5 marks. Sometimes you are doing, put 3. You are planning but not doing, put 1. I feel connected to higher power. This is the success of prayer and meditation. You feel connected to the higher power. Then put 5. Sometimes connected, sir, but most of the time not connecting, sir. Put 2 or 3. I have daily routine that supports my spiritual growth, like charity, like volunteering. All these are spiritual growth habits. Are you doing all that? Then put 5. No, thinking to do, put 1. Sometimes, sir, put 3. Can I go to the next slide, all of you? Raise your hands. Don't write this all, just put the numbers. Yes. Now coming to relationship and community. I have a meaningful connection with others who support my spiritual journey. Do you have some spiritual friend in your life? If you have spiritual friends who talk about God, who talk about spiritual journey, if you have this kind of friends, put 5 marks. Always having worst friends talking about politics, talking about others' life, talking about neighborhood, no one talking about spirituality in your friend circle, put 1 mark. If it is in between, put 3 marks. I practice compassion, kindness towards myself and others. Sometimes you do mistakes. Sometimes you don't feel guilty and feel love for you. Okay, this is the compassion which you show on yourself. Accept your weakness. That is what love for yourself. And the same thing you will do for others. If you are able to do that, put 5 marks. No, sir. I will never forget my mistakes and I keep feeling guilty, and same thing I will do for others. I will start yelling at people who are doing wrong, put 1 mark or 3 marks. I am open to sharing my spiritual experience with my family and friends. Do you try to help your family with small spiritual experience and your friend circle? Are you a good community helping your friends to rise in their spiritual life? Put 5. If you are not helping anyone, put 1. Sometimes I tell, sir, but they don't listen, so I don't tell, put 3. Now coming to personal growth and development. I actively seek knowledge and understanding to deepen my spirituality. Are you reading books? You are developing satsang, you are attending satsang, you are continuously developing the knowledge of spirituality, put 5. Sometimes I attend satsang, sir. Sometimes I listen, I read books. I don't continuously do it. Put 3 marks. You are trying to do, put 1 mark. I embrace challenges and view them as opportunities for growth. If you have this attitude, put 5 marks. No, sir, if small problem comes also, I will make it big. I keep thinking about the problem. I talk about the problem. I cannot see as a challenge, opportunity, put 1 mark. Sometimes I feel, sir, but most of the time I will be breakdown. I cannot see as an opportunity. Then put 3 marks. I set spiritual goals for myself, work towards achieving them. Do you have this attitude? And you have this kind of, put 5. Sometimes, sir, but miss, put 2 or 1. Can I go to the next slide? Purpose and meaning. I feel a sense of purpose in my life. If you can feel the sense of purpose, that you are doing some purposeful thing in your life, put 5 marks. No, sir, I think I am wasting my life. I don't think I am living purposefully, put 1 mark. Sometimes I live purposefully, sir. Most of the time, wasting my time, put 3 or 2 marks. I have clarity about my life's mission and calling. If you have the clarity, put 5. If you don't have clarity, put 2 or 3. I find meaning in my experience, both positive and negative. If you find this meaning in all your experience, you have this attitude, put 5. Otherwise, 3 or 2 or 1. All of you, please count your scores, add your scores, and put it in the chat box now. Put that. Put your yes.